made out with anyone wearing braces before, so
Neither
don't
have
know
I.
the
Me
experience.
Chris.
You have.
I did.
braces?
I did.
Did you make out with anyone while you're wearing those braces?
It made things uncomfortable, yeah.
Did you make out with anybody with braces?
Oh, hell
Oh,
no.
That sounds
That's
like
what I feel
no.
like would be the bad
That would be
thing.
the
That's the
worst.
horrible nerd
I don't wanna
situation
imagine
of two
that.
nerds with their braces caught together.
Hey, look.
It's
There she
her.
is.
Christy.
What the fuck did I do to
He
you?
just fall
Because
out
you
for
held
you.
her hand.
No, you gotta beat him up, and you gotta hold her hand like the
Here.
Beatles said. And walk her to her dorm. Don't leave her behind.
It's already
too late. She-
nighttime.
Ah, you ruined it.
She failed it already.
It's okay.
You could have won her heart.
You guys have redhead.
There she was.
They really do.
We just-
They
though.
really do,
Like,
though.
oh my god.
He used to
why?
have that too. Shame.
I'm just making a joke
Shame.
here. We got a running gag. Every episode has to have a running gag.
So, running gag. is redheads
Go
are
say.
Oh, it's
hot.
Halloween
No, the
now.
one redhead in this game.
No, that's just truth.
That's just truth. Okay. Then.
Save and sleep.
Or sleep and save.
Yeah, slip and save sounds like a better idea.
Too late, you already saved.
Yep.
Now you sleep.
You don't have to save when you wake up.
Willem Dafoe.
Who sleeps in their uniform? That's uncomfortable.
When you're really drunk.
When you're not like
Yeah,
super,
probably.
not when you're not like super RPGing,
Okay,
and you
you
can like
For our
Okay,
people.
you actually
gotta,
will
like,
change your clothes
buy
before you
new
go to bed.
clothes. Go to the school shop. in
Oh
the school.
yeah, I forgot about
Get
that
yourself a nice sweater.
sweater. You're so obsessed with the sweater.
I know.
Well, it's cool that they like give you so many
Sweaters
options
are super
for
comfy.
like costumes.
So,
I appreciate games
Unless
that
they're
have various
super itchy.
costumes.
maybe once
There's
we
only
have
two
kids,
types of
maybe one of them
sweaters.
we can put to like private
I've got a
school.
nice
I want
sweater.
to see what Nick thinks
Jesus
about the private
Christ.
school.
Or, okay, we're gonna like do the whole fucking Dave Chappelle thing where he experimented with his kids.
Yeah.
Put one in private school, one in
I mean, that's
public
what
school.
my mom and dad did.
I just wanna,
though.
like,
I
see what
was
happens.
in private school that was a fucked up private school, and then my brother was in Islamic private school, so it's all
Yeah.
like.
And you were in
And
public
then
school.
our personality
And look what
completely-
happens.
Yep. Look at me.
You're fighting hoes, and your brother's just like, I'm just gonna draw my buildings.
I don't really fight hoes though. The hoes want to fight with me. So I
Careful
fight them.
about fighting. Don't punch a girl on accident.
Punch that girl. She
looks
wants
like
you to
she's so much
plant
younger than
chocolates
everybody else.
because
She
she's
looks-
a child.
It's knives.
No women and children.
Yeah, the knives. Or the
Plant
girl
these
on
chocolates in
Rushmore.
Trevor's
Oh
locker.
yeah, her. Probably more like her. Looks a little more like her.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Anyway,
Wow,
go deliver the
His
chocolates.
locker.
She look bang.
His
Oh,
locker's
shit.
upstairs.
There
Grab
she
him and
is.
toss him in the trash. Grab him and toss him in the trash.
There she is.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
distracted. Distracted.
Run.
Put the chocolates in his locker and get to class.
I'm doing that.
Put the chocolate in the fucking bills.
What is happening?
Put the chocolate in the fucking locker.
I want to fucking cry.
I get it. I get it.
Chill.
This thing, you know how easy
Okay.
those lockers were to break at the school, like where you
Yeah,
put
because
your
we
lock-
don't have
you put your-
locks.
You put your combination in once, and then you set the dial in a specific area that every time you can like leave
Well-
your locker
Oh,
there,
so many people.
When you would
it-
rig
it
them,
doesn't lock.
it would
yeah.
like you would have to like jam them. That's how
That
people
way
did
they
it. So it would be like
See, I wouldn't
stiff,
even
so you
have to
just
do it. It's
open
just
it.
like,
Boom,
you
boom.
find the part where like right before you get the click, it gets kind of stiff, and then it stays there, but it
Is
unlocks
this
your
a
locker,
shop
so you
class?
can just
Oh no,
lock
chemistry
it
too.
or
No,
unlock
shop
it, but it
locker was a
doesn't
different place.
click the notch back, so the locker stays pretty much unlocked at all times.
Yeah,
And
I
then you
didn't.
don't
I
put
didn't like
anything
that because I
important in
didn't
the
trust
locker.
people around me. I had
See,
like
I only
some
put
really
my
shady
books.
dudes
I only
around.
put my books in my locker, so I really hardly ever went to my locker.
Most of the time, if
all
I
of high
couldn't
school.
unlock my locker, I'd just punch it and it'd come loose. So.
Can't relate.
I have had. I did have that thing though, where like I would go to my locker and it was in that area where people just make out literally right on my locker.
Cause you, I forgot you had a
Like,
had a
you know what?
locker.
I'm just gonna
Your
not go to my
locker-
locker today.
Your locker was located in that hallway that was like hidden.
Yeah.
So people could get away with shit like that.
Unless
Unless that- well, no.
It was such a weird thing because the school was just like, fuck it, this freshman class they started in this hallway, we'll just keep them in this hallway all 4 years. So that became the senior hallway eventually, and it became this huge territorial thing between different parts of the school.
Stupid. Which It's fun in like telling like a rivalry gang story because that school was pretty like okay, the high school, the new one, like I was at the original one for my first 2 years, and then I went to the new high school my last 2 years.
Had a sweet auditorium.
The building itself was stupid, impractical, horribly laid out.
Two
gyms. It made no sense.
2 gyms on a totally
Classes
separate
are
end
all
of the
way
building.
too far away from each other. And anyway, but it's good for like
no, that's not what I'm trying to
an
do.
action movie.
Yeah, I like the setup in a
eat
way
shit.
that like this works in every one of my daydreams that I would have in school of like different scenarios that
Especially
would play out.
that bridge.
Yeah, man.
That unnecessary bridge.
That bridge was a source of so many fights, though.
Yep. Because it was hard to get to for
Sweater
teachers to stop
time. That's not a
stuff.
sweater. That's a jacket.
Letterman jackets.
Sweater. Sweater.
Yes,
Get the sweater.
there you go.
Get the
Well,
sweater.
it's just a different color.
Do you want the other one?
Nah.
He only wants you to buy the sweater.
Nah. Nothing for your head, like you don't have hats or anything.
I don't think they have hats.
Oh,
for
because
it.
this is like school. Well, this is like school.
But you wear your hat like a fucking juvenile.
Yeah. Like a scoundrel.
I wear my hats backwards. Unless the sun's out, and then I put it on right because I like the visor to block the sun from my eyes.
Oh my god, yes.
There you
This
go.
is such a look. Such a look. It's such a douche look.
Now, can you find any flip-flops?
Why do you want flip-flops in school? What the fuck kind of school is
Oh
this?
god, the shorts.
You guys actually have to wear shorts for PE. because
Yeah.
we have to wear
And they're
long
way too
pants.
short.
Shorts that your balls like just hang out of.
Yeah,
They're
really?
bad.
Why?
See, but
Or
the thing
anybody
is,
with a big dick.
some people found a loophole, and the teachers were like, "Yeah, sure, go for it," because like the
Wear
only rule is you
sweatpants underneath.
need to wear the uniform, but there would be people who are like, "I'm gonna wear sweatpants under my shorts," so it's like
all of the bigger kids.
the
Those
teachers
kids
didn't
really
care because they were
knew
like, "Yeah,
what
you're
they
still
were
wearing
doing.
the uniform, fuck it."
Interesting.
Because it was like we had to start each gym class with like doing sit-ups and stuff, and you would lay down, and those shorts would fall straight down to your sack.
And then
And
like your
one
sack
person-
would fall out.
Yeah,
Like
and
it's
the
the
thing is,
worst.
one person
My
has to
dick
hold
fell
your
out
feet.
once.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Somebody has to hold
Shorts
your
are too
feet while
short.
you're doing sit-ups, and your sack falls out. And the person holding your feet just has a clear view.
Oh, your penis. That's really. I'm so happy I'm a guy for this situation. Because I don't
So,
know my balls.
so happy you don't have to worry about my
you.
balls
Or
falling
senior
out.
dirt day, I wore like
Ugh,
torn
you guys
short
fucking
shorts.
suck.
that were
Get to
like
class.
Yeah.
Tony's, so they're like the
just
shortest of
fucking
short
punch
because
this
she
one
is a straight fucking like mythical dwarf.
Yeah.
You said
But-
difficult dwarf.
Mythical.
Oh.
But because her shorts were so short and I was wearing them for senior dirt day, it would like when it got to like pre-calc, I was like, my balls are definitely hanging out, and I am sitting in the front row.
Where the teachers can see it all.
Yep. And I was also wearing fishnets underneath, so it was just like
Yeah.
pressing against everything.
There you go.
It was worth it for the joke. Oh, yeah, we should
English class.
pause. I'll look up your English.
You know my mark at school for English and Indonesian, my English is higher than Indonesian. Which is probably
What do you have to do
true.
for that?
Whoa.
That's probably
Like spin around in your seat, apparently. Nick said he was
Mole,
gonna.
mole, mole, mole. Lol.
Yep. Mo.
Mew.
Mellow.
Did you Google it?
He is googling it. Yes.
Mew?
Ow.
What?
Ow. No. O-W-L.
Wait, there's also well that I didn't know.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Do that.
There's also mellow. You can use all of them.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, baby, you're so smart. OMG.
Just
Now do owl.
Okay.
And whoa. Like
Wow.
Edgar Allan, whoa.
Edgar Allan. Whoa.
You got Mo, you got Mo.
No, I keep saying it.
Oh
she
no.
keeps not listening to
Not
me.
that kind of Mo. O-W-E.
Oh.
I was like, what did you say it like that?
Elm.
Elm?
Elm.
What is that?
A tree.
Type of tree.
It's also a street.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Elm
know
Street.
that.
Okay, you got well, you got mole, you got meow.
Nope.
That's not a word.
Meow.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's an onomatopoeia.
You got mall. L-L. You get
That's a
meal.
word.
What?
M-E-W-L.
E what?
M-E-W-L.
M-E-W-L.
What are some of these words?
What the fuck is that?
Meal, like a donkey.
Oh.
That's not how you spell
no,
that.
that's
I don't know.
M-U-L-E.
I don't know. I don't know what a meal is.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think some of these words exist.
Meow is a word.
Yeah, that one is.
Well,
here comes
my
Blossom.
brain just sort of exploded just now.
Tell on possum.
Meow is a word.
That was
You learned how to use your words much better.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh man, come on, let's go to the bathroom and I'll
Never mind.
cheer you up.
Haha.
Don't kick me in the face, I'll suck your dick.
What?
Mood's not the only thing going up in the bathroom.
Jesus. Oh, Blossom.
Quickly,
Ah.
give him flowers. I'll make out with you.
Really?
No.
Why is he jumping you all of a sudden? Isn't he like the last guy you want to fight in this entire place?
That's true.
He's the boss battle of this first part of the game, so yeah.
Oof. It's rough.
This mission
Class
has music
president.
that sounds like GTA 4.
Yeah.
Which one?
That's a beautiful rendition.
I don't know that one at all.
The Soviet Connect. He's straight up strangling that kid.
Oh my fucking god.
Why are you in high school?
He wants to be some sort of mayor. President of wedgies.
Do people actually get wedgies though? I
No,
mean,
not
come
anymore.
on.
Well, because there was a thing that, like, started forever
Brothers.
ago that in a lot of schools, like,
I gave Tracy and Joey some wedgies.
That's a brother.
I'm talking
kind
about
of
in
thing.
school, though.
Yeah.
I'm talking
I was
about
gonna
in
say
school.
I've never seen it outside of like brotherly relations.
Yeah.
What? Why would you do that to your brothers? You're so mean.
Because you're being an asshole.
Yeah.
You'd tear you down to size.
But,
That
like,
was also when we were shipping
there's, like,
kids.
no violence, like, zero.
It's a zero
Tolerance.
tolerance policy.
So, like,
No child
jocks
left behind.
can't do that type of thing where they
No
beat
child
up
left
nerds.
behind. No child
That's
left
like
behind.
zero bullying tolerance, but well, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah, that doesn't fucking work.
Our school was definitely like you pick on somebody and you're fucking dead, man.
Like they like didn't even take any risks too. Like if you were just a passerby and you got punched by somebody else in the middle of
if
a
you
fight, you
were
would get
involved
suspended
in
too.
a fight at all, it doesn't matter if you were an instigator or the attacked. You got
If you were
kicked out.
the victim and you didn't get
So
hit
your
at all,
best bet is to
you
run and
can
hope
throw
nobody
punches.
saw that you got
You
hit,
get
even though you
suspended,
didn't do anything.
and the police get involved.
I
It's such a stupid thing.
see. Oh, isn't this like
That looks way too Third Reichian.
Yeah, that's what I just thought when I looked
What?
at it. I had to like double take. I thought it was a swastika.
So you have to shoot hecklers.
Yeah, the one that stands up.
Quicker, go to the map. Go to the map. I don't know this. I remember this music reminded me of GTA, but I can't quite
Yeah,
hear
it
it.
does look like a.
No, sad.
Maybe the
My
cute.
children.
Down there.
Quickly, not him. Don't hit his stereos. Man, getting
Like-
shot in the fucking knee. That
It's
would
like
suck.
the worst speech
Is there like
ever.
spitballs at these people or what?
I'm not
No,
really
that-
sure. I think
It's a
just,
slingshot.
Yeah, it's just a slingshot.
There. Nice.
Oi, anjing!
Be a man. Vote now. Why would you have the Ted for President thing still behind your head when you're giving your speech? See, here's the thing: is I didn't completely hate Jim.
Nah,
Certain
it
aspects
depended.
of gym fucking sucked,
It depends.
but there were also parts of gym that were kind of neat.
We got cool enough teachers.
I hated
There was weightlifting class. There was dodgeball.
I like
Which I
running.
hated.
On
Dude,
fields and stuff.
dodgeball became like a Matrix scenario in certain games where it's like you see the ball coming at you and time slows, and it's like,
And, yeah.
ooh,
Well, that was the example
bend
of the
your
whole
spine.
hierarchy of jocks and shit for my class because
See, but that's me and my friends would team up against them to prove that they aren't shit.
no, that's not the point. My point being is we'd play and most of the jocks would be on one team while everybody else was on the other team,
Yeah.
and then the gym teachers would let them cheat. So like
Yeah,
they were losing. They were losing at one point, and we were getting them all out. But then they just started running back in, and the teachers just like, eh. They shrugged. They laughed about it.
because gym teachers were coaches.
While the rest of us didn't cheat, and we eventually lost.
So
like,
again,
stuff
my
like
class,
that.
We played dirty with a lot of shit. So anytime we saw that shit, we wouldn't handle it. We'd aim for faces and crotches and shit. Like we always aimed to make a point, and like one of the things the nerds would be kind of split between teams. They all wanted to be on the same team, but some of us would have them, and like their friends would get them out of the other team, so they didn't have to be involved. And then
Yeah.
some games literally became some people lined up against the wall, and like one or two of us on like the front line trying to defend them. Most of it was girls that just didn't want to be involved. Some of the girls in my class were pussies.
Not all nerds wear glasses. Or have greasy haircut.
Some of them just have greasy attitudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a paintball gun.
Now you got a super nice slingshot. If you got a
Yeah.
paintball gun, in
Oh,
this,
it
that
looks
would
like a
be
paintball
fucked up.
gun. Damn,
But super effective.
that's a prefect.
Oops.
Nerd!
My bad.
I would run. Oh, god damn it!
Oh, that again.
I would just walk away.
Can you prove me
'Cause
wrong?
you got- You're in trouble.
Quickly, get out of the school!
God.
Get out of the school! Get out of the school!
Did you just feel like shooting that dude?
Run!
What?
Did you just want to shoot him?
Yeah.
She was already in trouble anyway. Ow.
School was fun for me because I can beat up people no matter what.
Run.
I want.
Boom,
Oh
boom,
my
boom, boom,
God.
boom,
You didn't
boom,
get
boom, boom,
hazed?
boom, boom, boom,
Stop.
boom, boom.
Well, the hazing part is not fun though. I fucking hate being hazed.
See,
I still remember those bitches that hazed me. That
Isn't that the
took
girls?
as far as like ordinary school stuff, there wasn't
boys'
hazing. Maybe with like the jocks and like actual like
the
after
sports
school.
They would
like-
do that to
shit.
each other.
Yeah, but as far as like jocks picking on like freshmen or nerds and shit, there wasn't any sort of hazing
We have that. That's kind of like a
because that was one of
cultural
those like
thing.
hazing was like horrible sort of
Um,
Nazi.
excuse me.
I've been waiting for you.
Oh, the three lockers thing is still a thing.
Get in the mission. Get in the mission. Get in the mission.
But I want to.
You get your new costume and it's a
Start
skeleton.
Halloween. Yeah, he's got a cool costume.
And this is one of those you do it one time or you miss it.
Why is he dressed like? Oh yeah, Hitler or something.
Yeah, no, he's just like fucking
Like we
Himmler.
get it,
Yeah.
dude. You're edgy and you're a neo-Nazi, you piece of shit. Let me kill you and your family too, probably. Now I'm thinking of Cherrywood bookcase because of it.
That's
Because
probably
of
like that.
Santa Clarita Diet.
Mm.
I like that Jimmy never put up with this asshole's shit.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Even
I
when
kinda
he's like
appreciate about it.
friends with him, he still seems like, man, I'm just putting up with this dickhead because he won't go away.
It's
I
not
guess
like
I'll deal with
CJ
him.
and Big Smoke because they actually had like a friendship thing.
We're
and then-
brothers.
Yeah.
No, Big Smoke
What's
fucked everything up.
happening?
Hey, love, you might want to either pause the game or do something else.
Why? Are you finishing the session?
No, it's just because you weren't doing anything. You were looking around you while the game was going.
No. I can't multitask for shit. People say women can
Black
multitask.
ninja
I
costume.
really can't.
Go help your Nazi friend and his rabbit.
Oh my fucking god.
Actually, no, you gotta help this kid. Why are you so rude to your friend?
Slap student with kick me sign.
Anyone at all. Like that kid.
No, I was supposed to take my birth control 4 hours ago,
Way to go.
and I forgot. Until
There she is.
There she is. The girl.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Who's Petey?
Egg, one student.
He doesn't count.
God damn it.
Egg, one student.
Oh, nice.
He counts. Even though he's my friend.
This is so funny, man.
It's dangerously close to Dylan's chimpanzee jacking off.
Oh my god.
Again.
I reckon you've been around the types of
playing a game.
the types that fucking Dylan made do like competing chimp laughs.
There you go. Light one with them.
Come on, light one off with one of these guys. Loser head.
Hmm.
Are they chanting?
No, you didn't get close enough to him. Oh, never mind.
You did.
Yes.
I guess I didn't realize it dragged on for so long. Shit.
Stop. This is Nick during the weekend.
There she
he
is.
just lets out, I guess.
Yeah, because it feels good to not have to go to work.
Yeah, probably.
I don't have
Why?
to get up early.
And you don't have to sleep right now. You should be in your room already.
Yeah. It's only 7 o'clock.
Exactly.
Haha. Hit
Hit
one.
one with the
stu-
stick.
No, you just keep hitting Gary.
Fucking hate
Fuck you,
Gary.
Gary. This was your idea. Oh, goddamn.
Yes, what do you want?
He wants you to suck his.
No, stop, dude. No.
Cause 3 students to itch. Ha!
Suck it, Gary.
Hey, you.
Does this anthrax stink?
You've unlocked the big prank.
Anthrax.
Oh, fuck.
God.
There she is.
The star is only available on Halloween.
Hey.
Don't you
Don't
dare.
love.
It's not abuse when you're pranking.
Get
people.
the big prank.
I just don't want you to fuck up your game like entirely. You have
There's
that
no-
reputation for abusing.
Meh.
Don't feed the dog rancid meat. I agree.
I like this
Petey.
dynamics of like a rabbit, a skeleton, and some Stalin,
And a
Hitler,
Nazi.
No,
Mao, whatever.
Fear.
That's Himmler. That's like the worst than Hitler.
You gonna be mean to a dog?
You gotta feed him rancid meat. Yeah, he's straight up trying to fucking.
Gonna beat up a black kid, fuck up his dog.
Wow, just not PC at all. Yum 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 yum.
It
yum,
looks
yum,
like
yum.
a pit bull. How could he be so mean? It is a pit bull.
Why would you feed a dog rancid meat anyway?
Because we want the poo for someone. I think that's the whole thing. Yeah, see.
Nah, this kid's straight up Henry Bowers. He's just gonna kill the black kid's dog
Ugh.
and then stick firecrackers in his pocket.
That's probably when Jimmy slowly realized, you know what, this guy's a piece of shit.
He realized that from the very beginning.
Yeah, but way more of a piece of
Especially
shit.
with he. That bitch has no aim. The
This
moment you
guy
walk
just-
in, you're like, oh, this guy's just like the one dude who killed so many Nazis or so many Jews that he was named the Angel of Death.
The goddess of death.
No, the Goddess of Death is fine. The Angel of Death, he did some fucked up shit to, the Jewish community
The doctor.
and the gays
Hmm.
and black people and gypsies.
And there's I thought there's
Everybody
more.
who's not blonde, blue-eyed, and white.
Yeah, anybody who, the Nazis
Which is
didn't
weird
like.
because blue eyes freak me out.
Staff room.
Don't worry, it'll be
Po,
funny.
po. And then Gary accidentally steps in it.
It'll be funny as hell.
This guy's a straight pervert, though.
You were in the
Red
best.
ninja
Now his
costume.
pants are
That's
on
what-
fire.
That's a cool
Yeah.
one. Ninja costumes in this game are pretty tight.
But with each
Oh
one
shit,
you
you
get,
might want to go.
you get a different level of being sneaky. The black one is the best one.
Which Which
Ah.
makes sense.
What a piece of shit.
Well, we're about at the 2-hour mark, so
Holy shit.
rein this one in a bit.
Well, it is a fun game. It's a childhood game.
Yeah.
It's about school, and it makes me feel
We might come back to this when you're a lot further in it.
You know,
Yes,
when
and Nick
more
not
exciting
screaming
stuff's
at
happening.
me at chemistry class.
Well, that's going to
Uh,
happen
That
no
was
matter
biology.
Yeah, biology class.
Well, you need a partner.
God damn it.
what. And,
Gotta keep
yeah,
it
that's if
serious.
you can ever stop playing Dragon Age, but that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Nah.
Nah,
You
I'm
got
gonna
a
play
ways to
the
go
whole
on
time.
Inquisition.
I'm gonna play it until like next
see?
year. I don't fucking know how long this game is,
It's
but
not gonna take until
No,
next
see?
year.
You can also make shit with that chemistry set next to you.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yep,
like,
that's
on
how
the
you
loading
get your inventory.
screen.
Mm.
Percentage 5.61.
That's very specific.
It's not very far at
And
all.
it's not very far. I think it
No.
should be farther than that.
Because there's still like a longer story to this whole thing.
Yeah.
Not even in the obviously not in the middle of it of anything yet. Is that
That's
That's-
So
fire?
the
that's-
game
that's
are
the fire.
actually like outside.
Yeah, that's the fire department.
Oh, okay.
Because
Fire
sometimes when I
trucks.
play GTA, I'll be
Can't
like,
tell.
"Is that
Sirens,
police?"
is that
No.
real
Or,
or-
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Never mind.
Like right out here.
Yeah, we live right next to the fire department. So
yeah.
fire trucks pass by a lot.
And
So,
recently, there's been a lot of fire. Anyway,
Well, they also respond to old
accidents.
people
Old people.
falling over and
yeah.
can't
It's-
getting up.
Aw.
policy, like,
Yeah,
I mean that's good.
the fire
That
department is
helps
also
them.
the like EMTs and paramedics.
Because it's like that's why they're
so
like first responders.
they have
Whoever
to
gets
receive.
there first.
gets a cookie.
You knew what I was getting at.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this session. This was Bully.
boy. Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
I haven't
That's
even
it.
bullied
What?
anyone.
it's good.
Except for
You're not
other
supposed to.
bullies.
Boy, you did
Yes.
shoot that one nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
And-
no regrets.
You were kind of beating people up at the beginning of the game.
I'm not a bully in school.
Ha,
It's
ha,
actually revenge.
nerd.
Hey, you're a nerd too.
We're all nerds.
True.
What are you doing? It's so beautiful outside.
Anyway, did you end the video with Nick just fucking joking?
No. I
It's
haven't
still
ended it
going.
yet
Oh.
because we haven't signed off yet. So, thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Stay hydrated.
Ugh.